Hari Om, everybody. We will get started. It's 10 o'clock. Om Ana Antva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrunmannuti Bisri Dasadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajevirvajinivati Dhinama Vidyavate Om Ganeshaya Namaha Om Saraswatyai Namaha Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Shuklam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashantaye Vagishadya Sumanasah Sarvarthanam Upakrame Yam Natva Kritakritya Syuhu Tam Namami Gajananam Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam kurume deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada Saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambam karishyami siddhirbhavatu me sada shiva samarambham shankaracharya madhyamam asmadacharya paryantam vandu guru paramparam Brahmanam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtam Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyadilakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Smriti Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharya Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Vedha Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yasya Sannidhi Matrena Sarve Shishyascha Sevakaha कर्मक्षेत्रे प्रवर्तन्ते चिन्मयं तं नमाम्यहम् चिन्मयं तं नमाम्यहम् May 8th was our Pujya Gurudev's 109th Jayanti. So on that behalf, we start our expressing our debt of gratitude today. So for that, we will chant the Guru Stotram. अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जंगमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजितपदाम्बुजः वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तः व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः मुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेक जन्म संप्राप्त कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। शोषणं भवसिन्धोश्च स्थापनं ज्ञानसम्पदः सारसम्पदः गुरोपादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथः मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुः परमदैवतं गुरोः परतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं गुरुदेव देव. That was Guru Vandanam. Now we will do Swami Tapovanashtakam, Tapovanashatkam. This was our Paramaguru. We have learned this. Vyaptam jagadyena chidatma bhavat rajvayata hirhicharacharam yat sanyasya sarvam cha sadatma bhave swayam samastam cha babhuvayastu nistanga nirmukti padam prapadya ब्रह्मात्म भावेन विराजितो यः श्री सौम्य काशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्री सौम्य काशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय अखंड भावः शिवरूप तत्त्वः चितिस्वभावः परमात्मसत्यः सत्यस्य सत्यः सुधियैव गम्यः परः प्रधानात् परमेश्वरो यः आद्यन्तहीनो निरपेक्षदीप्तिः स्वतः स्वरूपेण विपुल्लितो यः श्रीसौम्यकाशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्रीसौम्यकाशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय मंतुन्न शक्यो मनसा कदाचित् वक्तुन्न केनापि तथा न वाचा बोद्धुञ्च बुद्ध्यादि तथा न शक्यः बुद्ध्यादि साक्षी खलु केवलो यः सर्वेन्द्रियातीतपदस्थितोऽपि सर्वेन्द्रियप्रेरयिता परो यः श्रीसौम्यकाशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय शुद्धातिशुद्धं च सदा प्रबुद्धः विश्वेश्वरो विश्वपरः प्रसन्नः व्यापी परब्रह्मणि मोदमानः वेदान्तसारः सुधियां शरण्यः एको वशी सर्वभूतादिवासः सर्वाधिपः सर्वजीवात्मको यः श्रीसौम्यकाशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्रीसौम्यकाशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय अशब्दमस्पर्शमरूपवच्च तथा रसं नित्यमगन्धवच्च निरञ्जनं नित्यनिरीहमेकम् बुद्धेः परं निर्गुणसद्ध्रुवं च गुह्यं गभीरं गगनोपमम्यम् पश्यन्ति निर्धूतमलायतीन्द्रम् श्रीसौम्यकाशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय तेजोमयं दिव्यममेय शक्तिं सनातनं शान्तमनामयं च अद्वैतमाश्चर्यमचिन्त्य रूपम् परात्परं नित्यमनन्तमाद्यम् ज्ञानप्रकाशेन विशुद्धसत्त्वः यं पश्यति स्वात्मनि चिन्त्यमानम् श्रीसौम्यकाशीश महेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय. Now we will do the Guru Paduka Stotram. अनंत संसार समुद्रतार नौकायिताभ्याम गुरु भक्तिदाभ्याम वैराग्य साम्राज्यद पूजनाभ्याम नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम कवित्ववाराशिनिशाकराभ्याम दौर्भाग्यदावान् बुधमालिकाभ्याम दूरीकृतानं प्रविपत्ततिभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नताययो श्रीपतितां समीयुः कदाचिदप्याशु दरिद्रवर्याः मूकाश्च वाचस्पतितां हिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां नालीकनिकाशपदाहृताभ्यां नानाविमोहादिनिवारिकाभ्यां नमज्जनाभीष्टततिप्रदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां नृपालिमौळि व्रजकान्ति सरिद्विराजझषकन्यकाभ्यां नृपत्वदाभ्यां नतलोकपङ्क्तेः नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां पापान्धकारार्कपरपराभ्यां तापत्रयाहीन्द्रखगेश्वराभ्यां जाड्यादिसंशोषणवाडवाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्यां समाधिषट्क प्रदवैभवाभ्याम् समाधिदान व्रतदीक्षिताभ्यां रमादवाग्रस्थिरभक्तिदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां स्वार्कापराण अखिलष्टदाभ्यां स्वाहा साहाय्याक्ष्यधुरन्धरभ्यां स्वान्ताच्च भावप्रदपूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां कामविसर्प भगगारुडाभ्यां विवेकवैराग्यनिधिप्रदाभ्यां बोधप्रदाभ्यां द्रुतमोक्षदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Now I'll ask Veena ji to come here and do the flower offerings to our Guru Padukas here that we have set up. So you can just, do the Manasika Puja, okay, on mute. So we'll do a quick version of the Gurudeva Ashtottara Shatanamavali. Om Ajay Namo, Om Avyayay Namo, Om Avinashne Namo, Om Achintyaay Namo, Om Aprameyay Namo, Om Advitiyay Namo, Om Aniketay Namo, Om Anushasana Priyay Namo, Om Antasakshine Namo, Om Antaryamine Namo, Om Anandaya Namo, Om Atmaswarupaya Namo, Om Angla Bhasha Viduttamaaya Namo, Om Ishwaraya Namo, Om Udarahridayaya Namo, उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः एकस्मै नमः ओंकार विदे नमः करुणासागराय नमः कर्मपरायणाय नमः कालातीताय नमः कैवल्य स्वरूपाय नमः कृतात्मने नमः कृतकृत्याय नमः गीता ज्ञान यज्ञ प्रचारकाय नमः गुरवे नमः गुणातीताय नमः ग्रंथकृते नमः चिन्मयाय नमः छिन्न संशयाय नमः जगदात्मने नमः जगत साक्षिणे नमः जनप्रियाय नमः जितेन्द्रियाय नमः जीव ब्रह्मैक्य विदे नमः जीवन मुक्ताय नमः पूर्ण मंदिरोद्धारकाय नमः तपोवन शिष्याय नमः तपस्विने नमः तापनाशकाय नमः तीर्थ स्वरूपाय नमः तेजस्विने नमः देहातीताय नमः द्वंद्वातीताय नमः दृढ़ निश्चयाय नमः धर्म संस्थापकाय नमः धीमते नमः धीराय नमः धैर्य प्रदाय नमः नारायणाय नमः निजानंदाय नमः निरपेक्षाय नमः निस्पृहाय नमः निरुपमाय नमः निर्विकल्पाय नमः नित्याय नमः निरंजनाय नमः परमाय नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः पावनाय नमः पावकाय नमः पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः प्रसन्नात्मने नमः फलाशक्ति रहिताय नमः भवभक्ताय नमः बंधमोचकाय नमः ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः ब्रह्मपराय नमः भयनाशकाय नमः भारत गौरवाय नमः भूमने नमः महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः महर्षये नमः मधुर स्वभावाय नमः मनोहराय नमः महात्मने नमः मेधाविने नमः यतात्मने नमः यज्ञकृते नमः लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः वाग्मिने नमः विभवे नमः विनोदप्रियाय नमः विनयशीलाय नमः वीतरागाय नमः वेदांतवेद्याय नमः शांताय नमः शांतिप्रदाय नमः शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः शुद्ध सत्वाय नमः श्रुतिपारगाय नमः श्रोत्रियाय नमः सन्यासिने नमः समबुद्धये नमः सच्चिदानंदाय नमः सर्वहितचिंतकाय नमः सत्यसंकल्पाय नमः संतुष्टाय नमः साधवे नमः सुमनसे नमः सुहृदे नमः स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः क्षमाशीलाय नमः ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ज्ञानदुप्ताय नमः नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त स्वरूपाय नमः नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त स्वरूपाय नमः चिन्मय सद्गुरुवे नमः इति अष्टोत्तर शतनामावली संपूर्णम। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। With this, we will do the Marga Bandhu Stotram. As seekers, we need that direction in our sadhana. So we will do that at the end. And then we will do the Chinmaya Arati as well. With this, I humbly pray to our Puja Gurudev, our Puja Guruji, to bless us and the entire Guru Parampara to bless us on this path with their grace and blessings. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the audience. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. So in the last several classes, we have been exploring the answers to Bhagavan Shankaracharyaji's that he has laid out to the 7 profound questions asked by the student. That was in verse 49. Ko nama bandha kathamesha agatah katam pratisthasya katam vimokshah ko savanatma paramah ka atma tayor vivekah katametadujyatam. Having studied what is anatma, what is the nature of atma, we started as to what causes bondage. Last week, we saw how to free ourselves from this bondage, bandhana, in verses 147 and 148. Just to recap, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji had explained that this bondage cannot be destroyed by any of the physical weapons, Shastra, Astra, etc., nor by wind, not by fire, Nastairna, Shastrair, Anilena, Vahnina. Or it is not possible by doing millions of actions. Nacha karma koti bihi. Why? Because this avidya or agnana cannot be dried up by wind or burnt down by fire, etc. He said we need this sword. What kind of sword? Viveka Vignana Maha Asi. This sword born out of this knowledge, derived from this Viveka, discrimination, and sharpened by Dhatu Prasadena, by the grace of the Lord. Then he said, the one who is passionately devoted to this Shruti Shastra acquires this steadiness in following his Swadharma, Shruti Pramanaika Matehe Swadharma Nishtha. He becomes Dharma Nishtha, which in turn, what does it do? It contributes to his purity of mind. And as we know, with purity comes the clarity. Vishuddha Buddhehe Paramatma Vedanam. When the mind becomes pure, the knowledge of the Atman dawns on him, and tenaiva samsara samula nashana. By the realization of that self, samsara, with its roots and shoot, is destroyed. Then last week we started with the Pancha Kosha Viveka. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji started to answer this seventh question asked by the student. Tayor Vivekaha Katam. How to differentiate between this Atma and Anatma, between the self and the not self. This is an Atma Anatma Viveka. We will start with our verse number 153. Follow along with me. Munjadishikamiva drushyavargat. Munjadishikamiva drushyavargat. Pratyanchamaatmanamasangamakryam. Pratyanchamaatmanamasangamakryam. Vivichya tatra pravilapya sarvam. Vivichya tatra pravilapya sarvam. Tadatmana tisthati yasta muktaha. Tadatmana tishtati yasta muktaha. Together. Munjadishikamiva drushyavargat. Pratyanchamaatmanamasangamakryam. Vivichya tatra pravilapya sarvam. Tadatmana tishtati yasta muktaha. Atma Anatma Vivechanam. We had seen this in verse number 2, if you recall. He said, Atmanatma Vivechanam, before Sva Anubhava. See, the proper grasp of the teachings should be followed by, he said, Atma Anatma Vivechanam. He becomes free. He said, one who separates all of the Anatma from this unattached asanga, akriya, actionless self. Separating these sheets from the core. Here is where he is giving the example of the munja grass. I believe it is dominantly grows in northern part of India, a type of grass. You separate the tender stalk from that blade of grass. So this is similar to that kind of a delicate process, separating the self from the not self, intellectually, of course. And this is how it is done by a persevering mind and intellect. And we had already seen this type of methodology when we studied Atma Bodha. Two methods here prescribed was first is Vivichya and Pravilapya. Atmanyeva Akilam Drishyam Pravilapya Diyasudihi Bhavayedekam Atmanam Nirmala Akashavat Sada. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji told us, Sudihi, the one who is blessed with Viveka, a Viveki person, a Gnani, who has understood this Vedanta Shastra through Shravanam. First, I do what? Vivichya. I separate the Atma, Anatma. Atma from Anatma. Then I know that Anatma has no independent existence. Akilam Drishyam Atmani Eva Pravilapya. He has intelligently dissolved all the entire world of objects in that Atma. How? Nirmala Akashavat. Like the space which is uncontaminated. And in Viveka Choodamani, he introduces this, the nature of the five sheets, how to negate them from 154th verse through 211. An elaborate description of the Panchakosha Viveka. So a lot of the folks who had not attended the basic Vedanta classes, what is this Panchakosha? See, there are 5 sheets that separate the self. And Atman, or the Supreme Self, is represented by the symbol Om. That's the core. So there are 5 concentric circles enveloping the matter, enveloping the Atman. They are called koshas or sheets. This picture is slightly better. They are called Pancha koshas or 5 sheets. What are they? The outermost concentric circle is the food sheet, Annamaya kosha, vital air sheet or Pranamaya kosha, mental sheet or Manomaya kosha, intellectual sheet or Vijnanamaya kosha, bliss sheet or Anandamaya kosha. That is the closest to the Atman. It also outlines on the left-hand side. Foot sheath is also known as gross body. Vital air sheath, mental sheath, and intellectual sheath combined is the subtle body. And bliss sheath is the causal body. So we briefly saw this in Atma Bodha. Panchakoshadi yogena tat tanmaya ivastitaha Shuddhatma Neelavastradi Yogena Spatiko Yatha. Atma is what? Nitya Shuddha Buddha. It is untouched by these upadhis, untouched by these conditionings, matter envelopments. It appears as though he has associated with them. So in that identification, we do this Pancha Kosha Viveka, and he introduces that to us in Viveka Choodamani. Those who are following 151 and 152 are the introductory verses. Panchanam api koshanam apavade vibhatyayam shuddha nityanandaika rasaha pratyakrupaha paraha swayam jyotihi atmanatma viveka kartavyah bandha muktaye vidusha. See, when all these 5 sheets have been negated, vidusha is when that wise man who has understood through the knowledge of Vedanta, he says he should do Pancha Kosha Viveka. And this methodology of this Pancha Kosha Viveka or Pancha Kosha Vidya, as it is called, is outlined in the second chapter of Taittiriya Upanishad. Very elaborate description, systematically. So let me give you a brief overview of this Pancha Kosha. So Kosha means what? It's a covering. For example, in the olden days, these warriors used to carry the sword in a scabbard. So the scabbard or the cover, we can also use the cell phone example now. Scabbard is the same shape as the sword. And what does that indicate? That it indicates there is the presence of the sword. Same way, Tanmayaha ivastitaha, as though it appears identified with them, who Shuddhatma, this pure self, this Atman, Spatikam yatha. See, when the white crystal or a clear crystal, in the olden days, we used to have the paperweight, the clear crystal paperweight. It appears Neela Vastradi Yogena. When the blue cloth is put, it appears blue. Or when a yellow cloth is put, it appears yellow. Like that, this clear glass paperweight appears to take the color of the tablecloth. Similarly, this self that is covered by these 5 sheets, Panchakosha, when we say, I see, or I think, or when we say, I feel, what does it indicate? It indicates the presence of I, that self. So the functioning of these sheets proves the presence of the self. But they cover the true nature of the self. So when the self identifies with the foot sheet, I say, I am a man, or gross body, we say, I am a man, I am a woman, I am fat, I am lean, I am tall, I am short, all these type of attributes. And when we are identified with the pranamaya kosha, we say, I am hungry, I am thirsty. So today, we will explore the outermost precinct of Panchakosha. The outermost is what? The food sheet, Annamaya Kosha as it is called. It is, as you can see, it is the outermost precinct of our personality, beyond which we don't exist. It is produced. How is it produced? It is produced by the regenerative fluids of our parents, which are nothing but transformation of the food, anna, that is consumed by them. It is nourished in the womb by the food the mother eats, and it continues to exist and sustained by food eaten by the individual, and ultimately, after it perishes, it goes back to become anna, food for the worms and plants, etc. In fact, it goes on to become merged back into the Pancha Mahabhutas. So it is born out of anna, sustained by annam, and when it perishes, it becomes anna. Adyate atticha bhutani tasmat annam taduchyate iti. Hence it is called Annamaya Kosha, food sheet. The word Maya means modification of the food. When the self identifies with the sheet, I already told you, I say I am a man, I am a woman, I am fat, I am lean, I am tall, all this type of attribute. And the food sheet consists of what? 5 organs of perception, Jnanendriya. What are the 5 organs of perception? Ear, skin, eyes, tongue, nose. Shrotram, Tvak, Chakshuhu, Rasana, Granam. 5 organs of action, Karmendriya, Vak, Pani, Padav, Payu, Upastha. What are they? Speech, hands, legs, genital organs of evacuation. Now let us analyze how to negate the Annamaya Kosha. See, in Panchakosha Viveka methodology, first we need to remember the nature of Atma, nature of the self. What is the nature of self? Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. Atma is Nitya, eternal. Atma is Sakshi of Panchakoshas. It is Nirguna. It has no attributes. It is Nishkriya. It is actionless. It is Nirvikalpa, without any modifications. It is Nirvikara. It is Nishkriya, actionless. It is Nirakara, without form. Nirmala, without any impurities. All these are what? We have seen this in the Atma Lakshanas. Swarupa Lakshana, direct pointers of Atma. So in the Panchakosha Viveka, what do? We start our process of inquiry whether these 5 sheets that we are talking about, whether they meet this criteria or not. Let us start with our overview on how to negate the Annamaya Kosha, the food sheet or the gross body, Asthula Sharira, same as that. So this physical body, because that is the most powerful attraction for all of us, for all living beings. So as I mentioned, it is born out of annam, food. It is maintained by food, anna, maintained by food. Oh, that's a big deal, because a lot of people spend a lot of time on this nutrition, reading the label on the back of every product that they consume, counting the number of calories. And as a general rule, whatever tastes good, you can generally say it is not good for you, they say. Joking apart, there is one saying in Kannada, Vando Tundown Yogi. The guy who eats one time, he is a yogi. Yarado Tundown Bhogi. The guy who eats two times a day, he is a bhogi. He enjoys food. Mura Tundown Rogi. The guy who eats 3 times a day, there must be something wrong with him. He's got some disease. Maybe he's diabetic. Nalko Tundown Yetkond Hogi, they say. Meaning, just wanted to add a little bit of anecdote to the physical body and the eating. So this physical body that we are talking about is constituted of what? Skin, flesh, fat, blood, bones, marrow, so on. We have gone through that, the gross body, how it comes about, the panchikarana, all that we have gone through. So, but we know, number one, Atma is Nitya, eternal. It is birthless. But the gross body, our physical body, it is born. It exists for a short period of time, from birth to death. If you look at the tombstone, they say from to and end date. A lifespan of, let's give it 100 years. Okay, 100 years. Till it is anitya, impermanent. So it cannot be Atma. Number two, then the body is subject to modifications. We know that. We know at a cellular level, body changes from moment to moment, every moment. It ages over a period of time. The same youthful body is we don't have that anymore. Ages, undergoes many modifications. It gets diseases. It goes through Shad Vikara. 6 modifications. We have seen that in Tattva Bodha. And becomes food to others when it perishes. But Atma is Nirvikari, Nirakara, formless. So we can say Annamaya Kosha, or this physical layer, is not Atma. Number 2. Number 3, the body is inert, Jada. It has no sentiency or independent existence of its own. All inert substance. We saw it is made out of Panchikruta Pancha Mahabhuta, all chemical compounds somehow coming together. But Atma or self is Chaitanya Swarupa. Therefore, I am not Annamaya Kosha. I am ever free from birth and death. I am free from disease. I am free from age. So with this much introduction to Annamaya Kosha, let us see a few example verses from Viveka Choodamani in the remaining time. Let me pull 154th verse, those who are following along in the textbook. Dehoyam anna bhavanonnamayastu kosha. Dehoyam manna bhavanonnamayastu kosha. चान्येन जीवति विनश्यति तद्विहीनः चान्येन जीवति विनश्यति तद्विहीनः त्वक्चर्म मांसरुधिरास्ति पुरीशराशि त्वक्चर्म मांसरुधिरास्ति पुरीशराशि नायं स्वयं भवितुमर्हति नित्यशुद्धः टुगेदर देयोऽयमन्नभवनोन्नमयस्तु कोश चान्येन जीवति विनश्यति तद्विहीनः त्वक्चर्म मांसरुधिरास्ति पुरीशराशिर्नायं स्वयं भवितुमर्हति नित्यशुद्धः. In this verse, he takes the Annamaya Kosha, this physical body of ours. With this introduction, it becomes very easy to understand. Deho ayamanna bhavano annamayastu kosha. This product of, it is a product of food, modification of food. The Sanskrit word for food is anna. Annamaya kosha. Annena jivati tad vihinaha vinashyati. It dies without it. As long as we supply it food, it grows. You keep feeding it, it keeps growing. And it reflects where all the food has accumulated. We can see that here. The abundance of food has also brought in chronic disease of obesity. And many diseases associated with it. That is why many of these GLP drugs and weight loss drugs and all, they themselves are a trillion-dollar industry by itself. So what is it made out of? This food sheet. Tvak, charma, mamsa, rudira, pipurisha rashi. It is made up of the inner skin, the outer skin, flesh, blood, bones, marrow, etc., and the filth. Tvak, charma, mamsa, rudira, asti. These filthy things are somehow stitched together with a nice looking leather bag. In fact, one of the Swamis, he used to call this a walking toilet. Nayam vayam bhavitu marhati nitya shuddha. How can this filthy body full of these impurities can it be ever nitya shuddha atma? Can this be ever pure atma? That is what Shankaracharya ji is asking. A question. Now we know how to negate the Annamaya Kosha. We can apply the Atma Lakshanas to this impure assemblage of parts and we can inquire. Contemplate on that. Moving on to verse number 155. पूर्वं जनेरधिमृतेरपि नायमस्ति पूर्वं जनेरधिमृतेरपि नायमस्ति जातक्षणक्षणगुणो अनियतस्वभावः जातक्षणक्षणगुणो अनियतस्वभावः नैको जडश्च घटवत् परिदृश्यमानः नैको जडश्च घटवत् परिदृश्यमानः स्वात्मा कथं bhavati bhava vikara vetta. Together. Purvam janeradi mruterapi nayamasti jata kshana kshana guno aniyata svabhavaha naiko jadascha gatavat paridrushyamanah swatma katam bhavati bhava vikaraveta. Now, this verse highlights what? The impermanence of the body. Purvam jane radhi mrute rapi nayamasti. Was this there before it was born? Having come into existence, it continues for some time. Jata kshanaha. And then it comes under the grip of what? Death. And ceases to exist. And when it exists, Kshana Guno Aniyata Swabhava. It keeps on changing. It is undependable. Kshana Gunaha, momentary quality, keeps on changing every moment. A lot of people say, I don't have that same ability as I used to have 30 years ago. And every part of the body which has not been used, it starts to pain. No definite virtues, no definite qualities. It is jada. It has no sentiency of its own. And now we know Atma is nirguna. If you observe keenly, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji brings out another subtle point. He says it is an assemblage of parts made out of many different ingredients that somehow appear to be whole. And it highlights a very important subtle point. It is an object of perception. It can be perceived by my senses. I can see my body, perceive it. Others can also perceive my body. He says, Gatavat paridrushyamanaha. It is perceived like a pot. Ghata. Drushyatvat. It is seen, it is perceived. Here we have to apply Druk Drushya Viveka. The seer and the seen logic. Now it tells you why we studied certain texts in a sequential way. If all of you can stay back for the Aarti today, I would really appreciate it. Here, the seer is the body, Drashta is the seer, body is the Drashya Vastu. Atma is the Drashta, seer, body is the Drashya Vastu. Swatma Katham Bhavati Bhava Vikara Vetta. How can this ever-changing entity be the seer of all of these changes? So in short, he has given us 5 major points in this verse. Number 1, body is mithya. It belongs to the category of asat, unreal, because it is drushyatva. Number 2, body is controlled by the gunas with attributes. Atma is nirguna. Body is astira, unsteady, not uniform, whereas Atma is stira, changeless. Body is aneka, made up of many parts. Atma is sada eka rupa, akhanda, unbroken. Body is jada, inert. It has no independent existence. This is the 5th point. Atma is Chaitanya Swarupa. I hope you are getting the idea of how to apply this Atma Anatma Viveka. So we will stop here and we will do our Chinmaya Arati and Margabandhu Stotram, so that this is a prayer to Adi Guru Bhagavan Shiva to give us direction in our sadhana, on our spiritual path. So if you can stay back, I would really appreciate it. आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की दिव्य रूप अति करुणा की। आरती सद्गुरु की, चरणों में उनके शांति समाये, शरणागत की भ्रांति मिटाए, पाप ताप संताप हरण के। आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की। वेद उपनिषद गीता को गाया, धर्म सनातन फिर से जगाया, शुद्ध नीति प्रीति शंकर की। आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की। सिद्ध बारिकी तपो भूमि में, नित्य विराजे गुरु हमारे। भक्त हृदय आनंद स्रोत की। आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम्, नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः। तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वम्, तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। Oh, we'll say Purnamada after this. Please take the Arati. Now, for our sadhaka, a Margabandhu Stotra is considered very auspicious way of starting it. So let us do that. You can go to Stotra Nidhi if you can, and you can pull the Margabandhu Stotram. Shambho Mahadeva Deva, Shiva Shambho Mahadeva Devesha Shambho, Shambho Mahadeva Deva. Palavanam Ratkiritam, पालनेत्रार्तिशादग्धपञ्चेषु कीटम्, शूलाहतारातिकूटम्। शुद्धमर्देन्दुचूडम् भजे मार्गबन्धुम्, शम्भो महादेव देव। शिव शम्भो महादेव देवेश शम्भो, शम्भो महादेव देव। अंगे विराजद्भुजङ्गम्, अभ्रगङ्गातरङ्गाभिरामोत्तमाङ्गम्, ओङ्कारवाटीतुरङ्गम्। सिद्ध संसेविताङ्घ्रिं भजे मार्गबन्धुं, शम्भो महादेव देव। नित्यं चिदानन्दरूपं निह्नुताशेषलोकेश वैरिप्रतापं कार्तस्वरागेन्द्रचापम् कृत्तिवासं भजे दिव्यसन्मार्गबन्धुं शम्भो महादेव देव कन्दर्पदर्पघ्नमीशं कालकण्ठं महेशं महाव्योमकेशं कुन्दाबदन्तं सुरेशम् कोटिसूर्यप्रकाशं भजे मार्गबन्धुं शम्भो महादेव देव मन्दारभूतेरुदारम् मन्तरागेन्द्रसारं महागौर्यदूरं सिन्दूरदूरप्रचारम् सिन्धुराजातिधीरं भजे मार्गबन्धुं शम्भो महादेव देव अप्पय्ययज्वेन्द्रगीतम् स्तोत्रराजं पठेद्यस्तु भक्त्या प्रयाणे तस्यार्थसिद्धिं प्रदत्ते मार्गमध्ये भयं चोषुतोषो महेशः शम्भो महादेव देव शिव शम्भो महादेव देवेश शम्भो शम्भो महादेव देव शम्भो महादेव देव। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम तत्सत्। May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all see auspiciousness. May none suffer. Om peace, peace, peace. With that, I'll open it up for our interactive session. Please stay back if you can. If you have any comments, questions, I would love it. Thank you.